Hello, 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 YouTubers. It is I, Miss Atlanta from Ms.Atlanta Thick Dream.com and DreamsUniverse.me. And also, y'all, I am on OnlyFans as Goddess ATL Thick Dream, and that's my same handle for many vids. And the reason why I give those two is because some of y'all like to see some yummy, yummy, yummy and uncensored views of my soles, my thighs, and my my curves on this real talk. Look, titillating Tuesday with the Love Goddess here, coming here with another. I want to call this my "It's Not Easy Being Dream" vlog, but I'm just maybe Real Talk Tuesday. Can we do Real Talk Tuesday here? Okay, it's Tantra Tuesday, it's Toe Tuesday, Dom Tuesday, but it's also Real Talk Transformation Titillating Tuesday. So yesterday, many of you all sent me shout outs for my birthday. Yes, I am in the Fab Over 40 Club once again, the Love Goddess. And I came to Instagram, Facebook, Peace Social to say, smile and wave first, but then also to say thank you, thank you, thank you for the love and the inner chi. Look, the inner chi. Thank you for the birthday love and the inner chi on yesterday. I appreciate it. So I want to use this platform, my YouTube, to, I share my yummy vibes, but I also share my downloads and advocating, and I want to motivate and I want to inspire some people, okay? Because when I when I resuscitated yesterday, or was it my birthday morning at 1:37 a.m., it was like I was laying down and like I just woke up. Like really, I just came back to life, and I felt like I've been purified, cleansed by my darkness, as I said on Peak Social, and I'm saying it again here for you YouTubers, okay? I feel like I have been purified by my shadow, my darkness, and also my continued healing and enlightenment as a yummy mommy and an entrepreneur. So I say that because dum dum dum, I'm going to use my platform here to advocate, to be a voice, not only a conduit of love, but to be a voice for someone who doesn't have a voice, who feels like their opinion doesn't matter, their existence doesn't matter. I am here, this brown skinned woman that I am, being a voice to someone who maybe experienced the same thing. So I have to advocate, is the point I'm getting at. I woke up live in 45 on yesterday, like I said, resuscitated, brought back. And my thoughts were, I am really going to be who it is I damn it feel comfortable being, eat what I want to fucking eat, do what the fuck I want to do, say what the fuck I feel. If I feel bad, I'm gonna say I feel bad, okay? If I feel like I've been offended, I'm gonna say it. If I feel like I'm feeling kind of anxious, I'm feeling kind of, randy baby with it, or excited. If I'm happy, I'm just going to say it, and I'm also going to honor those emotions. I've done it before, everyone, seriously, but I don't know, as a mom, as a lover, a universal lover, sometimes we get into the habit of not really and truly honoring the emotions because you have to show up for your daughter, your son, and this person and these viewers, and you know what I mean? And you got to keep it together. You got to keep your head on. Head on. It don't need to pop off in the midst of your struggle, of your transition, of your getting it together, or just being you, okay? So, honoring one, my emotions, standing in my truth, two, okay, is the thing that keeps just turning around and turning and look, turning around in my head of mine. And also being in alignment, so the things that get drawn to me, I can see them as teaching opportunities, growth opportunities. Not like, why that person and they just, and just over analyzing it, because overthinking can be a bitch. Over analyzing can ruin a lot of shit. staying in your head, constantly in your head, and just these compulsive thoughts. And what happens is you start to morph, and your reality becomes this thing that you believe that is accurate. And it doesn't always mean it is a good thing either. For real. And then on the other side, if you're in alignment and you're in your head, that's helpful because your discernment is on high. So my discernment, ladies and gentlemen, has been on high for quite some time. But right now, in this space here at the Foxhole with this really throwback photo of me, and I think it's 2013, I can honor myself and my erotic nature, my sensual nature, my plumpiness, my curves. I can heal, I can breathe, I can speak life into not only my life, my children's lives, and other people. I can continue the process of being who it is that I am led to be every single flipping day of my life, not what other people are comfortable with. Look, almost like I want to speak tongues. Comfortable with me being, okay? Okay? Y'all get it? I hope so. And if my thoughts are not, you know, together, I'm trying to do this almost as if I'm doing a live post because I do awesome with live posts. But I feel like I need to do this without rehearsing, but staying on point and really going deep into the darkness and also not being afraid to talk about some of my own struggles that I've overcame. Okay, so let's begin. Let's begin. Yesterday I woke up, like I said, resuscitated, as I heard a preacher say, touched by the finger of love of the great divine of God Goddess. I took to my Facebook that earlier hour, that 1:37 time of my birthday morning. And I did a very transparent post regarding my struggle, um, dealing with transitioning into this space and my struggle with family, um, and being a mom, and thanking some people who had formed associations with me, friendships, had conversations on the phone with me in 13 years of me being on the internet. I thank them. And I almost was in like strong tears, not heavy, heavy, but strong tears because of it. Because some of those relationships are not like they were 13 years ago. I've evolved, they've evolved. Some of them still want to have that communication going on, but I don't see a point. I don't see a point in it because sometimes it leads to stroking others' egos when I don't have it. I don't have it to give to stroke egos constantly when I get paid to stroke egos at times. Okay. But I thank them for playing a role in my life journey and also in my growth. And I woke up after I went back to sleep and I got text message, my phone just blowing up, Instagram, all that, text messages. They were okay, they were all right, but receiving that love, receiving those shout outs from my mentor as well and my goddess sister, I honor that. I just welcomed it and I just let it kind of like just love all on me. Like you're always showering people with positivity and just yummy vibes. Just come on. Let them, fan you with that goodness. Let them shower you. Let them make you feel like you make other people feel. And it's okay. It's okay, Goddess. It's okay. You don't have to be the happiness provider always. You don't have to be the pleasure princess all the time, You know, it's okay to be showered and not feel guilty. So I got a text message from my mom. We didn't talk on the phone. Wind up calling my dad. He barely remembered my birthday. I got a text message from my cousin who I was really, really, really close with, and he was even in my wedding. Didn't get a text message from other cousins or my brother or whatever. Don't know why. I have no clue, but I kind of got a hint. See what happens is, look, see what happens is when you start changing, when you start growing, you start standing in your own shit. Like I said, not conforming to what other people, or not being who people want you to be, their definition. When you start showing up for your own self, damn it, other people tend to kind of like back the fuck off. Like, whoa, whoa, what is this? What is that? Oh, she's she's in this cocoon and she's morphing into something that, oh shit, let me back away from that. I don't know who this bitch is, because I didn't grow up with her. I ain't talking on the phone with her no more. She's sounding kind of crazy. She's talking about healing. She's talking about spirituality, and she's still, rocking her cleavage, and she's still doing what she does, sexy, standing in that shit over there. But because I'm here by myself with my children, and I don't rely on certain connections with family to, you know, um, add flavor to my Kool-Aid, if you will. They don't float or sink my ship. Get it? So it made me feel some type of way not receiving that certain text message from that particular cousin or my brother. But I got over it. Because in my live at 45, I realized this. And for those of you who had to detach from family when you are healing and when you are growing, this is just your confirmation when I say this. Some people are not going to ever fucking get you. Some people are not going to ever give you that apology that you seek. From abusing your children, to abusing you, to disrespecting you, to putting dirt on your name. Does that mean, and look, just because y'all share the same mother, the same DNA, the same, you know what I mean? You had the same last name and shared a bed a decade or two. Does that mean that you owe them your time, your energy, and the fucking right to know what you're doing one moment to the next? No, no. You don't owe them shit. And you should not feel guilty, just like I don't feel guilty that I'm not in communication with certain family members. I don't fucking feel guilty, especially when you don't know me, you don't support me, okay? Okay? Because when we mature, you hear me? When we mature, we are able to accept people if they're gay, straight, fat, blind, one leg, or no legs at all. We're able to accept people for who the fuck they are, okay? So if you happen to have people that you are kin to, that you were married to, and they are causing some type of opposition or stagnation, or even just a headache in your growth, or maybe in your children, if you ain't detached from them yet, baby, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? The coronavirus is already here. We're doing social distancing. What the fuck are you waiting on? You don't have to have that toxic, unapologetic relationship with your siblings or your cousins who don't understand who the fuck you are. Okay? You don't have to have that relationship going on. You don't. You don't owe them that. You owe it to yourself to be who the fuck you need to be. Wearing red lipstick before 5 a.m. Okay? Having your cleavage out, whatever. Putting you on some Fenty 420. Okay? You owe it to yourself to be who it is that you feel comfortable being in this life experience. Because see, my brother's living his life. He's doing what the fuck he wants to do. Those cousins over there, they're doing what the fuck they want to do. Okay? They are. They are. But one thing that they missed when doing what they want to do is that this, ladies and gentlemen, this little yummy morsel, is that we can't continue having family reunions. We can't continue having Zoom calls. We can't continue coming together as family, as one, if we are not willing to work through our shadow. Look, let me put this fucking gum down. To work through our shadow, to work through our shit. I can't sit at a fucking table next to you and you cuss me out. You calling me names. You talking about my children. And I cannot squash this with you. You spit in my face. I can't squash this with you. So because when I see you, I'm having some type of whatever about myself, and you don't understand it because some of y'all believe that time heals all wounds. That's true to a certain extent if both of y'all working on y'all healing, but there's a thing called triggers. Triggers. And people put on these fucking masks, not just these masks that you put on here to help protect you from things, okay? No, they have a layer of shadow and guilt and dank and abuse of pain that they carry around, okay? And it comes off, listen, and the real them is shown. They have it. So listen, the fake is in the front. So when you start snatching layers off of people, that's when their real deep, dank, ugly shit comes to surface. So when there is a trigger and that old shit come up, nah, you ain't dealt with your issue with me. Me moving out into a new space with my children should be something. Bravo, good deal. Do you need any help? Can I help you, sis? You're a single mom. Or cuz, hey, you need any help? Anything I need from you? What's going on with you? Da da da. You should be there to support someone, especially if you did them wrong, not to shove things under the rug. So that's what I'm dealing with. That's what I'm dealing with, y'all. That's my shit. Dealing with family members, people who love to shove shit under the rug, believing that time is going to cause you to have some type of amnesia, like I said, nigga-nesia, because it is nigga-nesia, okay? Nigga-nesia, because you want me in my brown skin to forget your disrespect towards me and my children and towards me as a human being. You want me to forget. And because I've been in a place of love and, positive energy, I should be the bigger, the older, the mature one. That's the role I was playing. Okay, everyone? Not fair to my children, not fair to myself. Especially the person who is inflicting the abuse or the disrespect is not doing the same thing. Okay? And they're allowed to be this big bully or this big, it's other words. There's a whole bunch of other words. Negative being to my children. And it's an influence. So I don't know what you're going through, but right now for me, in my live and 45, it's all about healing, working through trauma, generational stuff, okay? And the fact that I don't mind being a black sheep of my family. Because I might be black, but I'm not a sheep because I don't follow everyone else. If I was a sheep, I'll be with my family right now, doing what the fuck they want me to do, what they think I should be doing. If I was a sheep, I'm not a sheep. I am a spiritual God goddess, the God body, okay? Working through some real, real dark shit. And here I am. So I'm advocating for anyone who is battling with whether you're siblings or an ex-love or whomever, whatever y'all battling with in this whole shift, because this is a great shift, whatever you're battling with. I'm here to tell you, I've been through a lot. I don't want to, go in here and get the crying and stuff. I didn't want to even cry on this post. I just want to let y'all know this. Everybody not gonna be nice to you. You can radiate love and positivity. Everybody not gonna be nice to you. Everybody not. I don't expect everybody to like me. I don't give a fuck if they don't like me. I don't care. I don't care. But yes, and you know what? It hurts. It hurts like hell to know that your own family, your own family can do you as dirty as somebody on the street. And strangers can show you genuine, organic Can I say it even clearer? Authentic love and kindness, even better than someone you shared the same womb with and the same house with. Okay. That says a lot about this room. And that says a lot about the stuff that goes on from the post-slavery trauma that we all have dealt with as a people, a brown-skinned people, a race, okay? And also the poverty mindset that some of us are just okay with. I'm releasing all that. And releasing that I should have to be humble. I should have to shrink myself. I should not expect other people to show me respect and see my value and see my worth. And I shouldn't want more. I don't give a fuck if I have 5 kids. Damn it, I'm gonna be a wife one day, or whatever, whatever we call it, domestic partnership. I don't give a damn. I've been married again. If I want to get married again, I'm getting married again. I don't give a damn if, oh, you've been naked, you've been nude, you this and that, and you know, I don't care. Whatever it is that I want in my reality, that I shall have. It may take some work because I have to align with that lifestyle, with that partner, with these things, So I am not settling in other people's definitions and expectations of me. I am aligning up with who it is I need to be. Because, see, I've accepted my title as being a conduit of love, as being a sensual, a tantric, you hear me? A yummy individual, and being very eclectic in when I do things and how I show up as a creatrix. I'm okay with that. But what I won't stand for is disrespect upon my kids and others, and excuse me, others and their bullshit and their lies to try to infect me. Okay? I will not stand for it at all. From being stalked, you hear me? From being stalked, from having knocks at my door with concerns for my children's welfare, lies upon me, put on me. Yeah, I can say that now. Couldn't say it when I was going through the shit, but I can say it now. Lies that were put on me many, many, many different times by frenemies, people who wanted to be in my life as a lover, by my own family, who, all the above, okay? All I do is mind my own business. My own business. My own business. But anyway, it felt good to receive a text message from the brother of the sister who molested me at age 5. It felt good because, see, we have a really good bond that I don't know, we lost contact or whatever, and I got in touch with him when I was staying with family over in Ellenwood. And that journey within itself was something interesting. Okay, something interesting. And my relationship with that family member is now changed because of it. And that's okay. That's okay. Because I understand people are who they are based on how life has treated them. So they're going to come at me the way life has treated them. So I get it. Why my cousin treated me the way she did when I was sleeping on her fucking floor from November to April. I get it. I get it. Shout out to you, cuz. Shout out to you. Much love. I get it. Because how reality has treated you. I get it. I can just send so much love and truly mean it. Not, you know how people say, God bless you. God bless you, bless you. No, I really can say, I'm sending love to you. That's what the world needs. That's what some people need is love. Because love helps you heal through the shit. Through the shit. Shout out to my aunt who threatened me because of decisions that I made to put my kids and not put them in low performing schools in the metro Atlanta area. Shout out to you. Love you too. Love you too. And the names that you called me, That's okay. You can call me every name underneath the sun. Okay? I might have been that, and I'll be that. But I will be here with my children, loving on them, allowing them to be seen and heard and to heal. Because, see, here's the thing, how we were raised back then and some discipline things that my aunt did to her children. Oh, baby, you talk about CPS being in her door. CPS really would be in her door. Yeah. But that's what we do when we feel like we need to control people. We threaten them. We threaten them and put lies on them. We twist it. You can't control people with that. You can't do that. The real way to support a single black mom who is the highest unsupported being on the planet is to offer support, not control over her life and her choices. It's to offer love and support, not to control. See, the simple thing for my family, and then I'm going in just giving y'all a little backstory, was to offer support, what it is that I wanted. What was the vision? What's the vision you holding? What is it? What do you want? Where do you want the kids to go to school? Where do you want to live? Nobody ever fucking asked me that. They just thought because I landed in the metro Atlanta area that I needed to stay in then and just start all over there. No. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia from Lansing, Michigan to put my children in Gwinnett County Public Schools, not Atlanta Public Schools. Okay? I didn't move from Lansing, Michigan to live inner city Atlanta where my children are being whistled at when we're with me at the grocery store being sexually harassed in that environment. And I, with my son, he's my bodyguard or my protector because I didn't have a man with me at the time, walking to and fro to the grocery store. How was my family protecting me? How was my family supporting me? Huh. All I saw was judgment, criticism, threats. But see, I have a voice here and I'm using this platform, this YouTube, because I know that I have family who looks at me, who spies on me, even subscribe to my motherfucking my adult website. Yes, I have family members that look at me nude. So why not share here on my platform to get a message to all, even help someone else out here who does not have a voice. Maybe you weren't molested at the age of 5. Maybe you weren't raised by a single black mom. Maybe you weren't. Maybe your story is a little bit different. Maybe a little bit different. Maybe you weren't always looked at as crazy. Maybe not. Maybe you just need to hear some truth from me. Just maybe. Maybe this is a confirmation for you to rise like I have been continuously rising. 13 years ago, I started a platform as Thick Dream, and I was doing cam shows to make some money for my home because I was going through a disruption in my marriage. And even though my brand, my name came about, and the situation came about because of a struggle, I'm a sexy alchemist, baby. You hear me? Sexy alchemist. I can turn shit to sugar, okay? You hear me? Shit to sugar. That means flipping it and making it work for me. So guess what? I'll be crazy. I'll be solo out here. Nah, not really. I'll still be me. Who it is that I knew that I wanted to be in second grade. Ever since the second grade. Who knows their purpose in the second grade? in the second grade. You know you're special. And you know you're really truly special when you don't give a fuck. But you know that there's a call, a calling upon your life. You have a purpose, not just to be a wife and a mother, to go to work, or be a little secretary, and to shrink yourself, to worry about the eyes that are looking at your thighs and your ass and your jiggly arms. You were born to be something more and something greater. You just know, because you have that pulling on your soul. You just know it. It doesn't feel too right. You know what I mean? Kind of like putting on some shoes. Spend a whole lot of money on a so-called nice pair of shoes. When you put them bitches on, they feel oof. They don't feel right. But you can go right here to the $10 shoe store and, oh my God, this feels really good. That's what I'm talking about. That's the call. That's exactly what I mean and how I feel. I don't want to put on the shoes that other people want me to put on and wear because they don't feel right, damn it. They don't feel right. They don't feel right. So whose shoes are you wearing right now? Hmm? Whose job you're working? Whose language you're speaking? Are you speaking your love language, or are you speaking someone else's love language? See, I've been working on that too. Ooh, 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 ooh. What are you feeding yourself? Someone else's reality or your own? Like, I don't get on this thing right here. You hear me? This thing right here, unless I'm advocating or I'm showing up in a way. I don't get on here and just linger about on social media and my platforms. I don't do that. I show up. Sometimes I come and smile and wave, share my little sexy vibes, and that's it. Poof, I'm gone. Tending to my own business. And look, in my own lane. In my own lane, y'all. I hope that someone that is viewing today understand exactly what I'm saying. And I hope that little light in you gets illuminated just a tad. You don't have to radiate, positivity like I do. Hey, everyone, nah, so love God. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that at all. But be an advocate, a voice for yourself. Have the strength, gain wisdom in knowing yourself, really and truly knowing yourself. Not what you were taught to do and programmed to push it underneath the rug and just pray and hope and, oh Lord, wish it, we're gonna wish it away. We're gonna wish it, hope and pray this go away. Okay? That's what we've been programmed to do. That's not right. That is not right at all. And if you believe so, I feel bad for you. Really bad. Because you're gonna have a miserable fucking life, just like you're gonna have a miserable life. I refuse to allow other people to make my life more miserable than it had been, or what it could have been, or what it was. I refuse that. Not in the live at 45 stage. No, 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 sir. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying this also to add, my children are healing right now. I am healing right now. And whatever associations that I pick up along the way, whether it's a friend I bump into at the grocery store, or whether it's my sister and we commune, we take flights and go do worship services together, or whatever rituals together, or we go retreat together. That's what I'm going to do. We have Zoom calls and having commune and, dancing and just sharing our vibes. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Better than sitting among a community of people who want to ignore you and the things you go through when you went to them. I went to agencies that are built on the foundation of so-called God and Christianity, and they turned me down for support. But they pass that collection plate every fucking Sunday. Every Sunday. They work on helping out themselves. Mm, mm. None of the work barely goes out to helping those who need it, single mothers like myself and many others. And to let y'all know something as well, as I said on Facebook, I've been homeless, displaced, in transition, whatever you want to call it, twice in my adult life. And twice this has been since I've been in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you're thinking about coming to Atlanta, you better have a damn plan, a strong one, and a whole lot of money. Okay? And spend and do whatever you need to do wisely. But see, on my journey of transition, I knew that that journey was not just about me, ladies and gentlemen. It wasn't about me. It wasn't. Because guess what? My mother became displaced, my brother became displaced, and I had two other friends that were also displaced. Not because of my journey, but I knew that it was like a thing that had to happen with us all. And I am the one who is now in her own space, and I have gratitude for being in my own space. And in retrospectively, when I received that late notice from my landlord because a check bounced with Salvation Army, because I went to them that one time that I needed help with them. Hadn't went to them for help. I don't get Section 8. No, I don't. I don't get no Section 8. What's it? For me? No, not no Section 8. Okay? That one time that I went to get help from this agency, their check bounced with my landlord, which is Progress Residential. Who would have thought? People say, girl, you know your life is what? What? No, you got to be kidding me. What's the likelihood of a check bouncing with Salvation Army? Well, it happened with me. I got the call right here. Wrote the mayor of Lawrenceville. She couldn't do nothing. Went to other agencies. They couldn't do anything. Now, they made good with the check. That's what I can say. That bounced. But Progress Residential did not alleviate, meaning they did not take off all the late fees that had occurred on my ledger. I made good with the rent. Had got help with family that I had to pay back, by the way. It wasn't a gift. I had to pay back. I had to pay back that money, by the way. Hmm. And but that's going to the whole poverty mindset. Let's not even talk about that, okay? That's why we need to work on our own legacy. So if one of our children or one of our sisters need help, you know, we can just pull in and help her with that and get her situated, get her stabilized. That's what we need to work on our own, you know. So, but that's a whole nother conversation to be had. So they made good with the check. They didn't take off all the late fees. And my children and I lost our brand new 4-bedroom home that we had. And I ended up having to ask my mom to go live with her and my brother. And we wound up living there for what? During the holidays in it was like several months, okay? It wasn't even a year, maybe 8 months. And leaving there, wound up going with another cousin because I had not found housing due to the fact that my transportation was limited. Didn't have resources with that. Shout out to my ex-husband. Shout out for that. Transportation was limited. And so going to look for housing that would take a check, a third party check, y'all, was difficult. Because everything is on the internet mainly these days to go apply for things. And so, and I was renting cars. Oh my God. I did my taxes last year. Y'all don't even want to know how much fucking money I spent on transportation costs, lifts, okay, with Hertz and with budget rentals. Oh my God. I'm glad that I wrote them off. But my transportations was like, it cost us. Anyway, no support was given to me from my family on that end. Okay. So I lived with my cousin from November the 17th to April the 16th. During that time, I took back the rental car because she was bitching at me because of the expense that it was. Come to find out, she wanted me to take that money and put it in her house. So I had gained assistance help with a rehousing program. And I lost it because they had extended it. You have so many weeks to find you housing, meaning a landlord who's going to take third party check, okay? And they were going to pay my rent up to 6 months. So this house that I'm living in right now, my rent could have been paid for 6 months had I found a landlord that could that would accept a check. And because my family wanted me to be controlled by them and take their advice, their decisions, they didn't want to work out a plan with me. There was no help for, hey, let me go help you look for houses. Hey, what do you need today? None of that. None of that. You hear me? None of that. Zero. So I lost my support with the rehousing program, the rapid rehousing program. And they're phenomenal. Anyone who needs help here in Atlanta, but it's just you have to get in there, okay? So I'm so grateful that I have the space that I'm in right now. Um, and I didn't have to lie and pull, all do the extras. I got in by being honest. I told them I had an eviction. It's not on my credit. Shout out to the universe. Shout out to the universe. But it's on my consumer report. So check y'all consumer reports. Check your consumer report. But never no worries, because guess what? Upon this place right here, I'm going into home ownership. Yes, indeed. In this place of healing, there's work to be done. So if I got to cut more ties, that's okay. Because with the ties that I cut, I know that great relationships and more healing will come. So I'm not worried at all. One last thing. I know you're like, really? You got another thing? Yeah, I got another thing. So in this space, my kids are allowed to say what they need to say and express themselves. Remember, I said, remember, this is a place of healing. And it was brought to my attention that my 11-year-old was choked by my brother because of a food item that she didn't eat. This was during a time when I was utilizing my mom for going to helping me with babysitting or something like that. I wasn't there. And while I was living with my mom and my brother, um, there was an altercation. It was not always an altercation, but this one in particular altercation. And my mom allowed it to escalate. And she didn't do anything. And that's like the tone with my mom when it comes to my brother. And even let's take out my brother, that's just the tone with my mom. She's never really truly advocated for me. But upon leaving her house that day on September the 30th, I expressed my concerns about that. And she knows that is like my issue with her. She's never went hard for me like I go hard for my children, hard for my son who's on the spectrum, hard for my daughter who graduated with her bachelor's degree. She never went hard for me like she does my brother. And I'm the oldest. Go figure. So anyway, I found out that my brother put his hands on my daughter. And my lover man is like, you didn't go do this. You didn't go confront him. I would have done this, and that. I was like, you know what? I'm in a space. My family doesn't even know where the fuck I stay. I'm just going to stay where the fuck I am, and I'm going to leave it alone. And that's it. Because my mom was abused by my dad coming up. And her and my brother's relationship to me is toxic in a way. He has some type of hierarchy. And it's brought trauma to my mom. And it's brought karma to my mom. And her relationship with her husband. And her relationship with her own life. But this is what happens, y'all, in the struggle. It's the single parent thing. It's a single parent thing, and it happens. That trauma in not being healed from being abused. I love my mother. I really do. I really do. But my mom has been through a lot in her life. And some things you just have to deal with as far as your shadow is concerned. And the codependency things that go on between my mom and brother, it's like, I'm good. I'm okay. But I know that's not going to happen here with my son. Because when my man, my sacred masculine, when my man comes into the home, y'all, my children will honor him and respect him. There will be no fighting in the home like it was when I was hurrying up after graduation, ready to leave the fucking house because it was battling in my house with my mom, her new husband, and my brother who did not respect him as the man, as the new, the male figure, the dominant one in the home. So there was just a battle of the egos and the minds constantly. My mom was in between. And there was no room for me. None. For what? So I had my own adventures. Didn't go far though. Landed on my grandmother's doorstep. Bypassed a lover who, come to find out, was just no good. Glad I didn't go to that reality, right? And I landed into motherhood at 21, kind of around the same age my mom had me, but she was in college. So you see how cycles repeat itself? Cycles of pain, cycles of poverty, when not healed, not dealt with. I've been doing a lot of womb work, y'all. I said womb work, WOMB, womb work, and a lot of healing. What has happened to you? What has happened to me? What we've experienced? Some have been good, some have been bad. Don't mean we have to revel in it and become the darkness that came at us and for us. And also not being a victim. It's through my own growth, healing, and spirituality that I now know that I am no longer a victim. That I am a whole, wise, okay, sensual, abundant woman. And I have a divine birthright to prosperity. And I am one with all of everything. I am God, Goddess. God is in me. And I'll continue to heal and deal in on that frequency. So anyway, love people where they are. Keep them where they at. They don't have to be in your bubble, in your universe, darling. They don't have to do that. They don't have to be that. And love yours. Love them where they are, okay? But love yours. And many, 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 many blessings to you. And thank you for viewing with me here for almost, 50 minutes? Ms.Atlanta Thick Dream from Ms.AtlantaThickDream.com. I'm just going to upload this. I'm not going to put any edits in it. I'll watch it right along with y'all on the replay when it gets uploaded, okay? And peace and blessings unto you. If you need to reach me for consultations regarding self-love, intimacy, confidence, email me at thickdreamproductions@gmail.com. Once again, that is thickdreamproductions@gmail.com. All right, the Love Goddess is signing off. I hope you enjoyed my energy. My energy. Bye on this Real Talk Titillating Tuesday.